And we are live. Welcome back to another live show today on my channel. But this time for the Bob Pick of the Month, we will be discussing Pole Position by Rebecca J. Caffery. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Something like that.
And we're going to go through and do our introductions and starting ratings. And we'll kick it off with Hope.
Well, hi, I'm Hope from It's Hope's Books, and right now I'm thinking like a 4. Like I enjoyed it, but I definitely have like some things that just were like So 4 feels okay, but as we talk, I am willing to up or low my rating.
And then it's Shay's turn.
So I'm Shay from Shockingly Shay Reads on Instagram. I'm not brave enough for most of the YouTube streaming vlogs and whatnots. My starting rating is probably 3.75, 4 stars, depending on where I'm reviewing it, because not everybody allows for that. I don't know if it's going to change. I think I'm pretty set on where I'm at. I think I liked it. I had a good time with it, but like Hope, there were some things that I was just over.
Yeah.
Let me verify that I gave it the rating I think I gave it. Oh no, I gave it the rating I think I gave it. I gave it a 5
I can see that.
out of
Yeah,
5
I can
stars. I was
honestly
debating between would this be a favorite of the year? It's not going to be a favorite of the year. It's a fun book. I loved it. Absolutely love these characters. But am I going to remember this 2 years from now?
Oh God, I'm definitely not going to.
Probably not.
yeah.
I barely remember any of my 5-star reads, even.
I mean, same, but I'm excited. Okay, so we're gonna start how we usually start, and we're gonna do thoughts on characters, fave and least. Let's start with the two main characters, with Kian and Harper. What were your thoughts on Kian and Harper?
I love Harper. He's so adorable.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I think out of the two, I definitely prefer Harper just because I don't know. I feel like I don't know, his point of view I just liked a little bit more.
Kian's
And I
too
think
grumpy.
it was more like, yeah, like Harper's point of view was more entertaining and like almost like you don't know what he's gonna think or say next. But versus Kian, he's more like he's that kind of like hard ass and boring, but like in a good way.
My favorite was Kian over Harper. I had too many moments with Harper. Yes, I love this book, gave it a 5, but there are still moments with Harper that I found him annoying.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, boy, chill the fuck out. But I also am partial to a grump, to a hurt comfort. Like, I could see the pain underneath the grumpy, and I could see the pain underneath the golden retriever. This was, to me, more black cat golden retriever
Yeah,
Oh, very
than
much.
grumpy sunshine.
definitely.
So I'm like, and I love that dynamic
Oh, I do too.
a lot.
I don't know why. It's like thinking about the two of them, it's like I love them both. And like I understand why Kian is very much his like like grumpy kind of isolated self, and it's because of like the whole family dynamic and everything going on with that. So like I see that and I respect him of like he is very like hardworking and he's kind of doing everything for his family in some ways, but feeling guilty about it because he's gone for so long. But ultimately, like based on point of views, it's like I like Harper just the tiniest bit more.
And I was over here going, I like Kian just a tiny bit more because sometimes Harper would do things and I'm like, you an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, definitely. But it just, Kian was so grumpy. Like, at some point, can you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do be removing the stick out of your ass? Like, just once, just one day. One day.
He does once they both start having sex.
Yes, because there's something else to put there.
I kind of understood why he was grumpy and why he was grumpy towards Harper is he kept
Yeah.
seeing his father.
Yeah. No, like I get all of it, I do. But like, I don't know, maybe it just comes from I used to be someone who was just constantly angry in life, like life situations and stuff. And like that takes so much energy to always be like that. So much. And that's why I'm sitting there like, can we just like just don't let it go, but like let it go.
But
Yeah,
see, then it's also the opposite of that with like being so on all the time, all happy go lucky, as someone who that is my very personality is to hide
True.
everything about myself, very Robin Williams esque. Hide all the bad and only show everybody the fluffy little happy little jumping golden retriever is a lot of energy
Yeah,
as well.
that is
yeah, that's kind
true.
of what I'm thinking. It's like I think I like Harper a little bit more because it's like I'm more like him. I try to like even though he knows everything's not like sunshine and rainbows, he tries to act like it. He tries to put on that happy self, and that's what I do because I mean, it's what I have to do for my job. So then it just kind of blends in with
All of
my
us have
regular
that.
life.
All of us with that customer service voice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where you have to be nice and the customer's always right, even though you just want to walk out that door
Oh, the
and
Nope,
never
customer
look
hasn't been
back.
customer
right. Sorry.
customer always right is dying.
Yeah. But so that's why I kind of think I like him. I relate to him more. But I also, it's like I said, I see where Kian's coming from and like appreciate him in that way.
See, I think that's probably why I like Kian a lot more, is because Kian isn't a lot like me. And I could keep seeing the problems in Harper because it's things that I've done. And Kian, to me, was a little bit more level headed in certain situations when I'm like, Harper, stop it. Love you, but stop it. But then again, I've done the same exact things Harper has done when it comes to a guy saying he loves you, you run away. For different reasons, but hey. Do we have any characters that we did not like? Besides Kian's father.
Yeah. Not.
We only had
I
like
mean,
one scene with him.
yeah, I was gonna say like, despite the backstory, like he wasn't. I don't have. I think
Shockingly,
this is the.
there was no like really negative characters besides Kian's dad, but even then you
Yeah.
just kind of hear about it and you don't more. So you have almost that bias. But like everybody like on the team and like everything like that, it's like, well, they were all nice people. Like they didn't really seem
Yeah.
they were just you could tell that they were just doing their job. They were
I
doing their
don't
well.
think I have anybody that. This is the first book that I've out of the book both book clubs this year that I don't have anybody for my Who's a hoe section.
Oh, and I have that question on here. Where is it? I just added it because it made me think. Who was a hoe? Do we have a hoe?
Shockingly not.
Yeah, I don't think I have one.
Don't think we do. That's why I was like, that's why I'm now gonna add that from now on. Is like, who's the hoe?
And this one, they're shockingly not. Like, yeah, their characters some make like some fucked up choices and things, but that doesn't automatically make
Yeah.
them a hoe.
What's funny is I go into every book club book now, like, okay, who's gonna be the hoe this time? But I didn't have one.
There was several in Mary Bones. Listen.
I think I need to try reading her books like via audio because every time I try to open a book of hers, like it just feels so dry and dense, and I can't focus long enough to get through them. So I think I'm gonna have to try them on audio.
I will say it's very, 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 very character driven. Very,
Okay.
very, very, very little plot. But when the plot happens, the plot happens.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, there's a church scene where the vampires lock everybody in a church and they have a buffet.
Oh,
Very Buffy the Vampire Slayer, very Angel, Spike, Darla, and Drusilla vibes.
I feel like I
the way that I actually know the reference to most of those names now. Because we're on
Yay, we
season
love
4
your
of Buffy.
boyfriend. But okay, we will move on then. So Kian Walker is a 4-time champion, but also is burdened by his father's legacy. How does this pressure influence his personality and actions? And do you think he successfully distances himself from his father? Blah, 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 blah.
Words are hard sometimes.
Well, this being the second live show of me reading questions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely say that he doesn't distance himself well because like everything is in spite of him and to intentionally be nothing like him. So that's not he's probably sees it as distancing himself from him, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. It's like he is trying to distance himself by being like, I'm gonna be better. I'm going to like, but not in the, oh, I'm gonna be more successful than my dad, but like, I'm gonna put more effort into it. I'm going to be the best because I'm the best, not because it's in my genetics.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
but he doesn't distance himself because it's like his motivation is essentially being better than his father, which isn't distancing, it's more like
That is the drive. Like that
yeah,
is the motivation. Yeah.
it's
I'm
the
not gonna
motivation. Like I want to be better than my dad. It's like if he were to distance
yeah.
himself from his dad, it would be more like, oh well,
He
yes,
would have
my
been a
dad
pop
was good
star
at
like his mom.
this. Yeah, it's like, oh yes, my dad was good at this, but I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm just doing it for me and because I want to do this and I enjoy doing this but and yes, he was doing it for himself a little bit, but like ultimately it was probably like 75%, oh, I want to do better than my dad, and 25% like I love doing this.
Yeah. Majority of the book I wondered if he truly did like racing because it really wasn't mentioned
Mm-hmm.
as much as he's just trying to not be like his dad. So then I'm sitting here like, yes, I get you like winning. Everybody likes winning, but like, do you like racing?
He didn't come to it with that like shiny obsession that like Harper
Mm-hmm.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Granted, he's
But
been in the game for what, 15 years?
yeah.
true. That's true.
So,
So that's the thing. It's like you were seeing him how many years into his career. He's been in like the pro leagues for the last few years versus you're kind of seeing Harper step into the pros. This is his first year. Like, so there's obviously that, like, shiny, everything's new, everything's exciting, versus Kian's like, yeah, I did this last year. Let's do this again. Which makes it seem like he doesn't want to do it, but like ultimately, jumping to the end of the book, him choosing to retire
Well, I
is
don't.
that thing of like he enjoyed it, but this he doesn't enjoy it enough to continue, kind
Mhm.
of.
I
Yeah.
don't think it helped when everybody, almost after every race, kept asking when he was retiring.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
almost felt because yeah, that's almost asking somebody if they were going to retire is kind of asking them of like, do you still like this? Are you still
Yeah.
having fun? Which then puts that pressure of
That looks better. I know I brought you really close to the camera. Sorry. It's just everybody looked like really weird for some reason to me after watching the last live show. And I think it was just everyone just felt like they were away from the camera. Sorry.
It's because I'm on my
Continue.
That's fair
phone.
enough. I was just like, oh dear Lord, there's my face, like right big.
I
But
went,
like,
ooh, I like this.
what was you saying before you got me distracted?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Tell me.
Asking if they want to retire is like, do you still like it? Or when the hell are you leaving?
Yeah, and so it's kind of like, well, I don't think he got pressured to leave or anything like that. Obviously, it's still that
It
how
kind of felt like
how does
pressure
the pressure and
without being
like
pressure.
of all that.
And on the flip side of Kian, we have Harper James enters as a cocky rookie, but that masks deeper insecurities. How does his backstory affect his relationships? And how does his character develop throughout the story?
I
I
mean, he
like how they kept
definitely
his.
developed.
Oh God.
Shay, you go first.
I like how they kept his backstory kind of like the mystery of the story, I guess. Like you had to keep reading to find out why he was the way he was. Whereas Kian, that was the plot of the story was that,
Yeah, and like he develops from the cocky rookie who is just so excited to be there to he allows himself to be kind of more vulnerable, not only just with Kian, but with the crew and like the team and all that, like the managers, and he learns to take responsibility, which is Kian's influence, but ultimately it's like if somebody is the person right beside you, not only in the sense of, oh, eventually a relationship, but as is your teammate,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to learn from them, especially because they have to. But I feel like he does develop in his own ways outside of Kian by taking things that Kian's like, wait, maybe you should actually stop drinking a little bit. Pay attention to your health a little bit because you're not going to be young forever. And then eventually Harper's like, yeah, actually, he's right.
Well, it also didn't help that he learned that his idol, Kian's father, wasn't the best person off the field
Yeah.
yeah.
or racetrack, I should say. Wrong sports metaphor. It's sports. It's gonna go over my head. So when he found that he was doing the exact same things, which would lead him down the same rabbit hole, he
It
was
made
like,
him question
wait.
everything.
So he's like, maybe Kian is right. Maybe I should do it like this. And
Johannes?
Johannes,
Yeah.
Something like that?
yeah, it was like, I've read a vampire story since this one, so names, listen. But
Listen, Johannes is a very vampiric name, so
and I love Johannes. He's adorable. And I hope we get a book with him so we know what was going on with him and that other guy.
yes, yes.
Want
When
to
he was like
I'm like,
leaving
are we
him.
getting a sequel?
I wondered that if that was left that way so she could write their story.
Maybe.
It definitely seems like a book and like world in a way that could be one of those like standalone series type
Mhm.
things.
I mean, this is her debut.
Oh, yes, yeah. I don't
It's
do this
the
kind of research before I open a book.
She's written another thing, I think.
She has?
Yeah, see, Clint just hands me a book and says, "Here, we're reading this month," and I say, "Okay."
Yes, she
Oh,
has.
this
This is
one?
her 4th book.
Oh, I thought this was her debut, but okay.
No. Because I'm like, I've read a book by her before, but I wasn't sure if that was the debut and this is just the second, or if there was others.
All I know is I saw Steph from Steph Love Reads read this last year because it came out in England last year.
I think this is the one that was like, it's like indie, still indie published, but more traditional. The other ones were completely self-published, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I just knew when she talked about it and said red, white, and royal blue.
Oh, where did she go?
I do not know.
I just
She
look up
moved
from my phone for a second, and I'm
she
just like,
moved her
there's nothing
thing
else.
and she left. She'll be back.
Yeah.
But I just knew Steph mentioned it, said red, white, and royal blue meets F1 racing, and I went, I've never read a racing book. And I went, that will be for my birthday book.
My bad. All I wanted to do was plug in my phone, and I hit a button, and it said bye.
I had a feeling you did that because I saw you move the camera, and next thing I know,
Yeah.
like 2 seconds after it went away. But yeah, I was like, I saw it came out. It came out last like September or November in England, and then came out this year in March.
Yeah.
I just went, well, that's going to be July's pick. I don't care. Red, white, and royal blue meets F1 racing. Even though I think I get more boyfriend material than I get red, white, and royal blue.
Yes. If they were on different teams, I could see it be red, white, and royal blue. But because they were on the same team, it didn't completely fit that, in my opinion.
I can see the comparison between red, white, and royal blue because of the like, oh, they don't get along at first, but they have to be friendly because of the team, and then blah blah blah. Like, so I get that kind of
I got more
like
boyfriend material.
comparison.
I get more boyfriend material because of the famous father and having to live in his shadow and the whole fake dating, but in this case, it's a teammate type thing. So, as I was reading, plus this is British.
Yeah.
Boyfriend
Mm.
materials British. Red and white and royal blue does not feel British until we get to like Henry.
Were
Like
they
it's
both
all
British? I thought one of them was Australian.
in
I know
boyfriend
Kian's
material.
British. No, in this
No,
one. I thought Harper wasn't he Australian? Or
he
maybe
might
that's
be.
Johannes.
He might be
I have
Australian. I don't know. All I know is this felt very British with like British
Yeah.
humor.
Oh yeah, because Kian is. Kian was British.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the author's British, so it makes
Yeah.
sense that they're putting in like what they know.
I mean, you'll be happy with next month's book. The author's Canadian.
Oh, fun.
I just found that out. She's a bisexual Canadian, and I went,
I did not
"Oh,
know that about that. So
she is."
fun.
It says on the back, Ruby is a bi woman with ADHD living in Ottawa, Canada, with her daughter and husband. I went, okay, so we're reading a book by Hope.
Listen, these ADHD authors, man, I give them all the respect in the world.
Yes. Okay. So some readers, more like me, um, find Harper annoying early on. Did you find him relatable, or did his actions frustrate you? How does your perception of him change by the end?
It's like I found him annoying but relatable, but that's why he's relatable because he's annoying, and I'm very much like in the sense of being like annoying. His annoying ways is very much my annoying ways.
And I think that's why I found him annoying, because his annoying ways are my annoying ways, and I'm like,
See, but
idiot.
that's why I found him more relatable and like, oh, I get it, but like there was some actions that definitely frustrated, like especially the being mad at Key and bringing a guy back to the like motorhome. I'm just like,
And starting in the living room hallway
dude,
area so that Kian can walk in.
yeah, like that I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
That's just
Like there was
asking for someone
definitely
to get
some things
hit.
that I was just like, can I just squeeze you by the neck for like 2 seconds?
It's a hug, a very aggressive hug.
You know what I just realized? You're closer in age to Harper, and I'm closer in age to Kian,
Yep.
which makes sense on why you prefer Harper and I preferred Kian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm closer to Kian and preferred Harper.
Well, you're the outlier. In that sense, I guess. But that's
Yeah,
why
'cause it's
you
like
found his annoyingness more relatable to you. I've grown from those mistakes. I was Harper back in the day. I did those mistakes. I went out partying. I went out drinking. I went home with random guys. I did all of that.
see, and I think I kind of like it because of seeing that point of view because it's like I, I never really did that. And I never had there was a few times that I did that type of stuff, but like nowhere
You did
near
it
as
for
much.
like,
And now I'm settled down and like,
you did that for like 3-4 months.
yeah, I had that tiny little period, and then now I'm
Because I just
settled down.
remember all of us talking about, oh, she's going to go wild. And then it stopped.
Yeah, it's
And we
like
went,
she's gonna go wild, and then
okay.
like 2 months later met my boyfriend, and now we live together. So
It'd be like
She,
that sometimes.
she's an old lady, married. What is that saying? Sadie, married lady.
I don't know that one.
It's a Barbara Streisand quote.
Gotcha, that's fair.
The movie Funny Girl, it's a
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, I've only
Um,
watched it maybe twice in my life.
and Hope has no idea who we're even talking about,
nope.
which is fine.
No, it's not. But anyways, no.
What is the baby?
One of the Jewish gods
hmm
is Barbara Streisand. I prefer Bette Midler, but that neither here nor there.
Same. No, same. I love Bette Midler.
Okay, the story highlights the risks inherent in motorsport. Do you feel the author effectively portrayed the world of F1 racing? And does the motorsport backup add depth and excitement to the narrative?
Well, as
I would
someone
say
who's kind of newly been watching, because my husband has decided to get back into F1 racing, which was on when I woke up this morning, by the way.
Is he watching F1 racing or is he watching
Mhm.
NASCAR?
F1.
Okay, I was like, because there's a difference between the two.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just
No, I
making
do not.
sure.
Yep. No, I know that. He knows that. My in-laws watch NASCAR. He likes F1 because it's faster and the cars are, fancier and whatnot.
Another right turn. Another
Yeah.
right turn.
Yeah. He likes F1 because it is, along the streets and stuff, where
Mm-hmm.
NASCAR is just a circle, oval,
NASCAR is for rednecks.
whatever. Yes. But from the things I have learned recently, yes, actually, there were a few things I did understand. Not pole position, because that has never come up in our talks, so that was a new thing. Just going in blind, a book about racing, but called pole position. That was very conflicting.
I
I think maybe 3 chapters in, I was like, is pole position referencing the stick up his butt? I don't know, but
I
so
mean, it could, but I also thought it meant like where they ranked in the tournament. Like
I
their
never knew it was
position in the
called the
poll.
pole. Yeah, I never knew it was called the pole.
I know Hope won't get this, but it kind of gave me the vibes of is it the 90s movie? Is it Drive or is it Speed? No,
Speed.
Speed's the buses. No, the one with, isn't it Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
Is it called Speed?
I think Speed is the Tom Cruise one. I can't use my phone or else it'll
Tom
boot me.
Or else you'll
Cruise
disappear again.
Yeah.
racing movie.
Are
Days
you
of
sure?
Thunder.
Oh.
Speed is the one with the bus with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
Where they're
yeah.
speeding through
Okay.
the town because there's a bomb on the bottom of the bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it kind of gave me like a gay version of Days of Thunder.
Not Talladega Nights.
I hate Talladega Nights.
I know, same.
I hate Will
I'm
Ferrell.
not. I am. Yes, I'm not a Will Ferrell. There. Don't get me wrong. There are a few movies that I like of his, but in general,
I
no.
love him in
If you say Elf, I swear to God.
Megamind, right? Or is
Oh yeah,
he?
he played. Yeah, he played a
Well,
anything he voices in. I like.
I hate Steve Carell as well, so I always have to remind myself which one was Despicable Me because the other one was Megamind.
Yeah,
And those
Steve
are like the
Carell.
few movies I can handle those two in.
See, it's
As
funny if
Hope
I don't like
probably enjoys both those actors.
if I like I don't like their well, actually I don't mind Steve Carell, but anything that people like voice like do cartoons and stuff like that doesn't bother me at all. But the actual movie like Talladega Nights can't stand he was in the ice skating one, right? Yeah.
Blades of Glory. I hate that
Yes.
movie with a passion.
There's so
Yeah,
many.
like one of these names you're ringing a bell.
I also hate Step Brothers.
Yep, that's one. I liked the dad one. It was him, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home.
yeah, Daddy's Home.
I like those, but I think that's just because I like all of the other actors and actresses that are in it.
I mean,
The
that's like me
jail
with
one.
Steve. I mean, that's like me with Steve Carell. I really like the movie with where he taxidermies mice
Yep. Hmm.
because Paul Rudd's in it.
Yeah. I
And I
can't remember the
really
name of that one,
like,
but I know
and
what
I
it is.
really, something schmucks.
Hmm.
And I really like Date Night because I really love Tina Fey.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
really hate Steve Carell. But I love him in 40-Year-Old Virgin because, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
And we're going way over Hope's head now.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's a couple things like movie names that I recognized.
I'm still
I'm
on
used
this
to
whole.
that.
I mean, we can go back to something that still blows my mind is the fact that Alicia's never seen Anastasia, but Morgan has, and that still blows my mind. Sorry, it was a conversation in another group chat, and we got like,
All right, fine.
we mentioned Anastasia, and Alicia's like, "What's that?" And we're like, "What? You're almost 40. What?"
I feel like even I've probably seen it.
I was like, "You've never seen a Don Bluth? What?" I was like,
I'm used to
"What?"
I'm used to youngins not seeing movies. When my best friend is 25, and there's a lot of cult classics she hasn't seen yet. We keep talking about how we need to do girls' nights, but I keep getting her into time-consuming hobbies, which now, such as reading. So girls' movie nights keep getting pushed lower and lower on the list of things we got to do.
I deal with Sterling and having to introduce him to movies because he was sheltered. His
I'm not
family
up to
watched
speed
a
on a
lot
lot of
of
newer movies.
he grew up with a lot of like black and white films and British televisions.
That's
And
fair.
the things that I've introduced him to that he has gone full ham on, that I'm like, I would never have thought that he would sit down and watch Still Magnolias on his own because he loves it. That is just not a him movie. It is a me movie, not a him movie. And he puts Princess Diaries on now,
Ugh,
and
I
he
could watch
puts
that
on
forever.
Legally Blonde now, and I'm just like, who are you and what have you done with my husband? I love it, but what the hell? But I like the fact, back to the book.
Yeah, that sorry for
I
that,
mean,
10-minute detour.
Tangent,
listen,
yeah.
when don't we? I was shocked in my last live that we didn't at all. We stuck on the topic except for like a 5-minute thing about building the band, and then we went on for 2 hours, which is
This
really
is your
good for me and Amanda.
this is your chatty live,
Yes.
where it's
Yeah.
just detours and sidetracks and everything.
Clint
I've
and I
never
showing our age.
I mean, I did just turn middle-aged, so they label middle-aged as 35.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like,
Because of
I'm like, my
average
husband.
life expectancies, usually mid 70s.
70s,
So they're
80s
like,
now, so now they're saying middle-aged is 35, and I went, "Fuck you."
I
Um,
was gonna say, I was like, my husband
"Hmm,
just turned 40 last month. There's no way you're 40.
but I've never read a book with racing.
I haven't either. And so I'm now I kind of want to read more, but simultaneously, I was also when they were on the track racing, I was invested. But if it was anything talking about it outside of them actually being on the track, actually competing, I'm just like, eh.
Like, the closest I've ever gotten to is Summer Suns by Lee Mandello. There's a couple of scenes where they are street racing in it.
Yeah, I've read a book at this point, probably 4 years ago, where yeah, it was like street racing or drag racing or something, but it was but even
I
then,
think
it
there
was
was
like
something.
5% of the book, if that.
So I'm like, they street raced because they're in a small town with nothing better to do.
Yeah,
I was just waiting for someone in this book to make a joke of, ooh, another right turn. Another right turn. Ooh, a left turn. Ooh, a right turn. Because all I think is that Jeff Dunham skit where they're talking about NASCAR and he's
Yes.
like, I love watching NASCAR. Ooh, another right turn.
Which is
Another right
funny because
turn.
he is a NASCAR fan. So I always thought that skit was funny. But yeah,
I
same.
hate NASCAR.
Yeah.
But I have a parent who I don't like who loves NASCAR, so. And I grew up with NASCAR hoodies
Hmm.
for Dale Earnhardt. Or Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Classic.
One of them. I don't know. It was a red hoodie with 60 something as the number. I think it was 68.
I
Okay.
guess this one was entirely the one that I'm thinking of that I have read. It was entirely, I have apparently read one about racing, except it was NASCAR.
Ew.
I have read a book similar.
Ew.
I know, I was annoying that I couldn't remember the title of the book. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck was it?
Okay, so the novel employs the enemies to lovers trope. What specific moments or interactions fuel their initial antagonism? How does the tension contribute to the eventual romance? Do not ask me why I'm doing that voice, because I have no clue where that came from.
So when I first saw the enemies to romance thing, I immediately was like, oh, they're going to be on separate teams. And then when they weren't, I was annoyed because I'm sorry, this was not enemies to lovers. This was just,
If
It
it
I
was
was
don't know.
more of like new person in your enters your
Yeah,
team and you have to adapt and
yeah,
go from like barely knowing each other to essentially forced to being best friends.
it should have
yeah.
been Johannes and Kian.
Yes,
Yeah, like
yes. If
it
it
would
was
have
going
been
to be
that.
enemies,
Enemies
yeah,
to lovers, absolutely.
yeah. This was just an old dog doesn't like changes. Like that's what this one was. You know,
Yeah.
It's more
it,
Black Cat
yeah,
and
golden retriever.
Golden
Yeah,
yeah.
Retriever. So it's like I can see why it is marketed as enemies to lovers because it's like they don't get along, but
and it
it's
wasn't
more
even they
like
don't get along. He doesn't get along.
yeah, yeah.
Because
But
the
like
other
I
one
can
couldn't
see
poke it.
why it
He
was
tried.
marketed that way, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Then we also have the romance features an age gap and a workplace setting. How do these elements shape the power dynamics and challenges within their relationship?
So what's considered an age gap, by the way?
I was gonna say, do I need to pop in here about the age camp element?
I think age gap is more than I think it's labeled as more than 5 years.
Yeah,
Cool,
usually it's
cool,
somewhere
cool, cool,
between
cool.
that like 5 and 8 years.
Yeah.
Like I don't like I mentioned in the last live show because it was an age gap book. It's like I very much get the like kind of age gap and definitely there it does face some challenges, but I
I
don't really
can,
think for Kian and Harper their age really plays a factor
yeah.
besides well Harper's a little more immature and Kian's more mature, but I don't necessarily know is that 100% just because of their age or just
Oh, mistakes were made. I was like,
did
what
you
the hell did we
read the
read
MILF book
last
last
month?
month?
I totally forgot you said age gap. I was like, we read an age gap? What the fuck are you
The MILF
talking about?
book.
I have slept since then, okay? I have read a lot. I have slept a lot. I have lost my damn mind since then, okay?
Fair enough.
Did I
Me
read
too.
mistakes were made?
I don't know.
I don't even know if I read it. I know I didn't read Heaven Official's Blessings. I feel like I did read. Dude, man,
Be glad. I gave that a 1.5. No, I gave that a 1 because
really?
I
Heaven's
finished it.
Official.
Because I finished it, I gave it a 1.
I'll have to message After and
I
ask
do
why.
not know what I read. There
Oh
were too
God.
many names for one freaking person. And they never told us in the back. Each person had like 5 different names. And when I
Oh
went to
no.
the back to figure out who it was, they only put one of their names and none of their other names.
I think I
I'm
bought it
like,
on Kindle with the intention to read it and then just never got around to it. But
I
anyways.
remember a ghost thing happened, something with snakes, and then something at the end about a face. That's all I remember. It's sitting over there in my unhaul pile. I have not wanted to unhaul a book more.
It's sitting in the corner of punishment.
Like, it's not even my least favorite book of the year. It's just that book just was so, what the fuck did we read?
Did Amanda like it?
I think she
Because I
gave
know
it
it was
like a 2.5 or
okay. I was gonna say I
3.
know it was hers.
It
I missed the
should have
live.
been, it was an MM book. I should have enjoyed it.
Oh.
But where is the MM?
Ah,
The MM is the last 3 pages of the book. Because you're supposed to read the rest. And it was, can I see your real face? Well, what if you don't like my real face? Well,
It
it
feels
doesn't
very
make your
Phantom of the
face.
Opera.
I will love you. And I was like, what is this about your fucking face?
Is it a play on Phantom of the Opera?
No.
Oh. No.
It's actually it's apparently based off of I think it's Chinese because it's a danmei,
Oh yeah.
based off of a Chinese folklore.
Okay.
Huh.
That makes no sense. I said I would watch the anime and see if the anime makes sense,
Maybe I'll just skip to the anime.
but that doesn't make sense. And it's now put me off of reading any more danmei or manhwas.
Yeah.
Because if you give one character 6 names and you're a room of 6 different people and each one has like 6 names, how am I supposed to remember who's who?
Yeah.
I'm happy I didn't buy that pretty edition I saw then. We were
Same.
at a Newberry Comics in Syracuse, and they had this gorgeous edition of it, and I almost bought it. Like fancy edges, and it was
Mhm.
just
The new collector's edition is so gorgeous. Amanda has it
yeah.
and loves it. I was like, nope, I'm gonna get the cheap one and see if I enjoy it. Also hope there's no audiobook.
Oh, that's
Period.
right. That's why I bought it on Kindle too.
If there would have been an audiobook with like a full cast, maybe I would understand who's who.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm just
But
hearing. Do not read
She's
that
like,
book.
I'm hearing words.
but danmeis and manhwas don't have audiobooks.
I don't sit down and eyeball read enough.
But back to age gap and workplace.
Okay, I covered my thoughts on the age gap of how it's like leads to maturity and how we see all that. But then the workplace setting is just, well, they're kind of forced to be together because of they work together. So I feel like that obviously is in a play with their relationship, and because I don't know, I feel like in some ways there is a little bit of a power dynamic in the sense of Harper idolized Kian for so long that while that doesn't really play a part too much, it's not like Kian finds that out and is immediately like, "Oh, you've been obsessed with me all this time. I'll use that to my advantage." So that's why it doesn't.
Daddy like.
Yeah, but like there's definitely that play of like for Harper, his idol is now his boyfriend.
That gives
So that
Haley and Justin.
definitely
It gives Haley and Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was
I
like,
got I
I
got the
feel like I
reference.
should get the reference, but my brain went, what? I was
Because
trying to
right,
relate it.
wasn't she like a Selena Justin stan back in the day, and then all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't follow it too much.
My thing used to be with workplace romances is don't shit where you eat. But I can't say that no more because Sterling and I were working at Lowe's together when we got together, and we technically both work for the same company. He just works for CMR and I work for the sister company AMR, but we all have the same CEOs and people in charge, so I can't say don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, I will say like me and my boyfriend have that rule of don't don't shit where you eat. So it's like, oh, there is like the perfect job opportunity for me, but I can't apply because it's at his work. So,
My marriage might be an age gap workplace romance. However, however, we technically did not actually start dating until after he was no longer employed by the company we worked at together. So I don't know if it technically counts, but
yeah, I've
we
also
both
tried
were
the
on we were on the same page of we liked each other, but we both needed our job too much to even try and like date. So we were just friends. But then he was released, and my insecurities didn't know if like this was just a proximity thing or not. So I wasn't like super chatty. And then he was like, hey, like, what the heck? Why aren't you talking to me? To which then I told him. And he was like, oh, no. I actually like you. And I also kind of need you right now. I just got fired from my job. So. And since he was no longer working there.
I would say mine, we were both working at Lowe's, and he was with his ex, who was a manager at Lowe's, when me and him kind of started. So it makes
clearly
it a
we're
little
very
bit.
pro workplace.
I mean, and then there's me with my workplace romance attempt that ended up a fucking shit show, and now me and my one coworker, we basically trauma bonded over it because of what he did to both of us, and now he's not allowed to step foot in that store or else the police get called.
That's amazing. I love that.
Okay, I did not know that part of it, and I'm really happy about that now.
Yep, if he does it like no, that's the other you're thinking of that person. You're thinking about
Oh,
XX.
the other one.
This is
Okay.
the one where I technically didn't date, but like almost did twice.
Okay, yes. Okay, I know who we're
But I
talking
never
about now.
actually like
Okay,
dated. It was
I
just all
knew. Okay, I knew about him being banned. Okay.
yeah, the other one I fucking wish he was. Apparently that ex, I literally was just that with the ex I love how it's like everybody I'm that like really close friends with, I share an ex with pretty much. But that's how it goes. But I saw that person today and that ex apparently keyed her and her boyfriend's cars a few days ago
Oh, okay.
because there's two distinct key marks on their doors, and who else would fucking do it?
Well, you dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
I dodged many bullets.
I can't say nothing about being friends with people who y'all have exes in common. When my old gay friend group, all of us used to pass guys around that were part of the group, not part of the group, part of the group's exes. I think at one point one guy had slept with all of us but one. But then again, that's just a gay group of friends.
I mean, I found out that my one friend, who we shared like the second. I have so many fucking. My I found out that the one person I was talking to a guy like this was back like fucking last March, April, fucking whatever. And I was talking to a guy planning on meeting up with him, and then kind of was just like he became very weird all of a sudden. So then I dropped him, and then I find out that my one friend, like it was like the next like couple months later, actually hooked up with him. So
Been
sad.
there. But I'm also the one that I'm still friends with people I've hooked up with. So
Yeah. But back to the book.
Okay. Yeah, back to the book.
We don't need to.
Next question. Harper struggles with communication stemming from
Fear of abandonment.
stemming from fear and abandonment. What does this affect, or how does this affect his relationship with Kian? Do you think Kian is patient enough with Harper's vulnerability?
Not in the beginning.
Okay, obviously,
I do not
like
know what you're
Harper
talking
struggles
about.
with communication, and like I think I relate to him in that aspect of I struggle with saying how I feel. Like it is a, it's I think it's the only difficult thing right now in my current relationship is I struggle with communicating how I feel when I'm feeling it instead of letting it like boil and then like a month after I originally had the thought, that's when it explodes. Yeah, Clint, you're like that too. I know.
Yes, Sterling, he heard me reading the question as he was leaving, he was like, wait, how much did you relate to that question?
And
He
so
also was
like
doing like a little dance in the corner because he took off his pants and then went into the living room, like, because they just got back from the store. And he was just like shaking his booty at me. I was like, what are you doing? Go away.
No, come back. No.
I'm like, I am live.
Like, yes, I will say it's like my struggling with communication. I mean, it is from kind of fear of abandonment, but also just from a bunch of other things. So I get that. And so it definitely, like, how does it affect his relationship with Kian? It affects it a lot because Harper doesn't, he kind of almost doesn't know how he feels. So he can't really communicate, oh, this is how I feel, because he doesn't fully understand it himself.
We actually finally got a comment. Hi, Alicia. She just says, hello,
Alicia
friends.
here.
I have not read the book yet, but came to say hello and hug the like button. Love you.
Love you.
Sorry, I just noticed someone gave us a comment this entire
It's
time
like,
we haven't had anybody, and I was like, ooh, comment.
we either have like a good steady thing or there's like one person
Or there's none.
or none. It's like
Or there's me
those are
calling
the three
everybody a
alternatives.
hoe.
I mean, usually the one person in the comment is Shay calling everyone a hoe.
True.
Yep. I'm still kind of sad I didn't have one this book.
Yeah.
Does this make this one of the most successful of the year because there's no
Honestly,
hoe?
I
Probably.
think there's no hope. Everybody's given it above like a we'll say a 4 because it's
Or yeah,
we'll say that.
yeah.
So I feel like everything else has been like there's one person that kind of is like, well, or everybody hates it, or
I mean,
I mean,
outside of the romantic agenda, I think this might be our most successful book.
yeah.
Oh, the romantic agenda was so good.
And I think romantic agenda, was even better by the discussion.
Yeah.
That's still one of my favorite book club discussions of the year. But I think that was because we had someone here that was asexual to be able to talk about those nuances.
Yeah.
Mistakes Were Made was that cooking one, wasn't it?
No, that's
No.
that's
Disaster. That was
the disaster
May's.
one.
Nope. Drag to the Wedding was May. I'm still
It
stuck on
was
like
April.
was
April
Love
was
and Other. Yep.
yeah,
disasters.
Love and Other Disasters. That's one I didn't read.
Honestly, our worst one was January's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Like I think
I had to go look
that
and see what it was.
I liked it. But even now I'm like I don't really remember anything that happened and I think I gave it like a 4 star.
The one that said was pansexual and it was a throwaway line.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing
Yeah,
I
I gave it
remember about it is that
Espinon's last review.
she was caught crying in the rain in her truck by
Yep.
the guy that she was coming to like tea time in a way.
But then you say that line, and I can think of 3 other books off the top of my head that I've read this year where someone was crying in a truck in the rain.
Yeah.
So I'm like, eh. But do we think Kian was patient enough with Harper?
Nah.
There was
Not a
sometimes yes, sometimes no. But I think that's kind of like with every like of how it starts off kind of like in a friendship. That happens and even in any relationship, sometimes sometimes you're not patient with each other as much as you should be and it
Or maybe you
happens.
weren't.
That's life.
yeah.
So I'd say he was patient in some aspects, not in another, but still enough where obviously they're happy.
So do we have any favorite or least favorite scenes?
Honestly, I think my favorite scene is when Harper was sick and Kian like took care of him.
That was
That
cute.
Fell asleep next to
that
him.
is the one trope that I do not care how cliche it is. It is, I'd say, like top 5 favorite tropes of just one person sick or injured or whatever, and then the other helping them.
See, that kind of coincides with like hurt comfort, which is one of my favorite tropes of just someone taking care of another. any which way, whether they're sick, mental stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh. I think my personal favorite was Kian in the hospital and Harper coming.
With the pizzas and the
Yep.
And then
That
the
was a good
funeral
one as well.
and
Yeah.
Harper showing up.
Those I'd say for me are probably like top 3.
Or we can like take it a little bit back and Harper telling off Kian's father.
Yeah. I did
I was
not
kind of
expect,
still.
honestly, did not expect Kian's dad to try to show up, like to try to go to the funeral.
Dude,
I
to be
thought
completely honest, I thought he was dead for like 3/4 of the book.
I did
I
too.
did too, until he showed up and I was like, wait, he's not dead.
I was like, yeah,
I
I was
thought
like,
he
wait, did he
dead.
die?
Because he doesn't, like, a lot of the verbiage and stuff still didn't line up with I just don't talk to him as someone who doesn't really talk to
Well,
one of
he's
the. He
It sounded
probably
doesn't.
more like
more
he
of
was
just he's
dead than
dead
just
to him.
living in a
Yeah.
different country.
Yeah. And it was funny because when he did show up, I was like, oh, yeah, it did. There was like one random mention that he moved to like Barcelona or some
Also,
random thing.
who's the other sibling?
There was another
Because
sibling.
they talk about the scandal where he got 2 women pregnant at the exact same time, his wife and the woman he was cheating on, and he left the wife for
Oh,
the other woman.
Yeah,
maybe
who
it's
knows?
another open-ended for a book.
Watch
Or
that be
maybe
the guy Johannes is with.
Stop it!
that. No, I like that idea.
Stop!
But I think it was more of like a throwaway line to be like, oh, this is why
Hmm.
they care so much for their mother because she raised them, like
Yeah.
she did it all themselves, and now they're having to take care of her.
Even if it wasn't the best situation possible, even for her, because they even
Oh
stated
yeah,
that she wasn't the best mother. But
yeah, but she at least was there and
hmm
trying for the most part.
I don't have a favorite scene, but I did have one line that was super early in the book that nothing else really beat it. And it was when they were in the elevator together. I think they were going to one of the interviews. It was either the interviews or the interviews because he didn't go to media prep. And it says, I'll have to ask him how he gets laid the next time I'm peppering him with annoying questions, but perhaps not when we're in tight confines of a lift and he could easily punch me. Because I swear to God, I was like, the whole time that's happening, I'm like, he's going to hit you. Like, shut up. He's going to hit you. And I'm like, when are the doors going to open? Because he's going to hit you.
see, I love when you can find like a quote like that. Like I have
Mhm.
one in Barrier Bones that I talked about in the last live, was basically where she was like, so you get smoking on a pipe and you get to smell sourdough and I get anxiety. Well, that
Oh my
seems
God, I have
fair.
never felt anything so much.
I know. I was like, well, I don't
Oh
think I
God.
really
Oh,
have
just like how a
any.
line that I randomly have that kind of fits that vibe is not that I needed to contemplate my emotional trauma right now in the hotel hallway
Yep. That was a good one.
because you just mentioned quotes and I'm like, okay, what did I?
um,
hmm
I don't really have many least favorite scenes. The only least favorite scene I really have was when he went to the bar after Kian asked him and he ran.
Yeah,
Just
And
ran.
he was seen dancing with that one guy because that one guy wouldn't take the hint.
that definitely was infuriating because, like, I'm all for having discussions in, any type of relationship, friendship, serious relationship type stuff. And that one definitely hit hard because I just had a friendship end like a year, just over a year ago, because that was their, like, oh, you crossed boundaries, like, mechanism was to just straight up just end the relationship. No conversation, no nothing.
I hate that.
And it didn't matter who was in the wrong in the situation. Like, that's just what they did. That was how they they were the type that if you pissed them off in any way, shape, or form, they just kind of would like ghost you for a couple of weeks and then come back like nothing happened. And I
Yeah,
don't
that
I
was
don't do
kind of like
that.
that was kind of like my old roommate. It's every time we'd sit down and like my roommate was also my best friend. And we'd sit down and try to have these conversations of me being like, okay, this is how I'm feeling about this specific thing. And then she would just kind of brush it off and be like, oh yeah, I'll try to work on that, and then never would.
Yeah.
My former best friend, who I found out was manipulating me for years.
Oh.
Gotta love toxicity. And people want to know why I quit doing drag as well, because she was my drag mom. Or he, she, whatever the fucking pronoun they want to use. When it's drag and
Yeah.
It's confusing.
it gets complicated. So we have the whole who was a hoe, no one was a hoe. Okay, the other question is, on a scale of 1 to Fox, where do we rate the love interests?
And I'm over here. I haven't read the book, but
Yeah.
She never read Romantic Agenda. That was the month she was moving.
That's fair. Fox was definitely like,
Fox is like up there of the year.
yeah. Yeah.
my goal is to read that book before the end of the year. That's I think the one book from Ba that like I had to skip for whatever reason, and I actually like do want to go back and read. Just so I can get this reference.
I'm excited because I have some picks set out for next year. I kind of just
Wait. It's July. It's August. It's only August, sir. Like,
but I've been
And
doing more
plans like
research
years
because
in advance sometimes.
I've realized this year we didn't have a lot of diverse picks. We still had a lot of Sapphic and
yeah.
MM.
I mean, not for lack of trying, though. It just, they were all marketed wrong.
And now I have found several trans books. I found some demisexual
Okay.
books, even if some are YA.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm using what we can find.
Yeah.
I found a transgender hockey romance.
Oh, yeah, you sent that.
Hockey and ice
And,
skater romance.
yeah.
And I went, we will be reading this because I don't care. It's a hockey romance. Hope and I will have a field day.
Oh, that's one that literally I'm like, we're gonna need to book like 4 hours for the live show. Like that time slot, we need like a couple hours to just gush.
Hope and I bond over hockey romances a lot.
Yes.
She is the one who forced me to read Pucking Around, and it's now one of my all-time favorite series. And I can't not wait for Pucking Strong next
I
month.
just realized, Clint, I get to start fucking strong because I said I had to finish this book and then I was gonna start that. Because I have the
Lucky
arc.
bitch.
I just remembered that. I would have totally forgotten unless you mentioned that. I'm doing that tonight.
I mean, I'm currently reading one of my most anticipated arcs, Redneck Reverent. It's book 4 in the Adam Binder series.
I own all those. I have yet to read them.
But
I have
technically
yet to read anything.
But technically book 5, because you have to read Rogue Community College before you can read this one.
Is that the novella? I know I've like seen it around. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's not a novella.
As I was like, not a novella. But
I feel
because,
like I'm so behind on reading, but at the same time, like I just don't allot enough time to it. I guess maybe.
girl, I feel that. I have 2 more that I have to read before the end of the year so that I can make sure I've read all of David R. Slayton and all of Dylan Drake's. And I'm waiting for the next Blaine Bellamy to drop. He just got he's got his beta readers reading it right now, and then he's finishing the thing and it'll be dropping soon. He said towards the end of August, beginning of September, and I'm like, yes, more hockey romances from him.
I'm new to
'Cause,
sports romances, but I have a feeling hockey romance will be it because I like hockey. Like I have grown up watching hockey.
Step in the Zone. Dark, well, not really dark, but Step Brothers, hockey romance with kink.
Okay.
It's like dark romance light. It has like all the themes of dark romance without being
Yeah.
dark romance.
Gotcha.
Dinner. Dark romance, then
It's
kind of.
girl
what you're
dinner. Girl dinner version of dark romance.
Never heard that one before.
I don't know why I even thought of that, but I had to say it.
That was a new one.
But Alicia says that usually is how her book discussions go, and she's added pole position. And she's like, I can't blame Clint though. I'm already picking out planners and starting to prep for 2026. Listen, Amanda and I have already started planning out Fiction Falls Readathon for 2027. It depends on how 2026 goes, on how 2027 will actually go. We're doing something exciting that we've never seen a readathon do before.
Yeah, and I'm excited because you've told me you've told me like the Spark Notes versions.
I will mention it when we're not on camera, Shay.
Oh,
Because
that's fine.
I don't want Amanda to. Yes, 2027. Listen, it's going to take a lot of planning and preparation and a lot of writing.
If it helps, I'll probably forget 10 minutes after you tell me.
Oh yeah, I forgot most of the things.
Does anything in the book shock you?
No, like honestly, in some ways there were some things that felt very predictable. Like I think that's ultimately why it's only a 4, is because I kind of guessed a lot of the big plot point things from the beginning, like Kian's mom dying.
Well, I knew that was going to happen the minute
Knew
they
that was
said
going to
Yeah.
happen. I knew for some reason one of them was going to have a crash or something like that.
I had a feeling it was going to be Kian.
Yeah. I didn't know. I wasn't sure which one it was going to be until it kind of happened. And then I also kind of knew as soon as it was early in the book mentioning like Kian retiring, I was like, he's going to retire at the end of the book.
Yeah.
So like there were some
And
things
that's
that
how
were
they get to stay
predictable.
together.
So nothing shocked me. It was kind of predictable.
I think the only thing that I figured would happen that didn't is I thought the dad was still going to show up to the funeral.
Same.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And then he would get punched by probably Harper, but possibly Kian.
I thought it would be cool if the sister punched him.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
That would have been good.
Because the sister was the primary caregiver for
Yeah.
mom being like, you fucking put up like kind of being like, you put all this on me.
See, when they talked about the two babies, I thought him and his sister were the two children. Until they said they both have the same mom
Yeah, and then they're
and dad.
twins.
And then when they said twin, I went, oh, then who's the other child?
Yeah.
It was a throwaway line, but I need to know who's the other child.
The main character of the second or third book.
I think it would be funny as hell if we've already met the other child without knowing we met the other child.
Johannes.
He's one of the other race. Oh. Then that would mean Harper slept with both siblings. Or it's the guy that Johannes has been having a thing with.
Yeah, no, I feel like that
And
is
that's
definitely
why
more
he doesn't
plausible.
want to tell Harper
Mhm.
because of it being like
Yeah.
it would make sense.
And maybe it's just someone that works on his team, not a racer.
Yeah.
Did they ever say like at what age the kids were when he cheated and got that other woman pregnant?
They were pregnant at the same time.
Same time.
Oh, so okay.
So like it could be like, oh, like maybe like I'd say at most there's less than a year difference because it's like even if it
Yeah.
was like, oh, like one chick was pregnant, almost ready to give birth, and then the other one got pregnant, it easily could have been
Yeah.
that.
So
So
what
that
if
would be
he's
like
one
6
of the
months.
mechanics, or
Yeah.
he's the what's the dude's name? The guy Kian considers a father. Anders. What if he's like the Anders for Johannes?
Mhm.
But like
Yeah.
younger, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
She better write it and she better give it to us because that needs to know. You can't leave.
She definitely left a few holes that could lead into other books.
So Hope, any other quotes? And Shay, any other quotes? I didn't write down any quotes for this one because I was listening to the audio.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
the quote,
it's hard for me.
yesterday is forgotten, today is a new day, I got this.
I love that.
That I
Yeah.
kind of liked.
It's hard for me to keep track of quotes usually when I'm doing audiobooks because
I'd never
have to
considered
pause.
arson before. I found myself living in a motorhome with Harper James. Right now, sending this whole thing up in flames so I can return to my quiet hotel room sounds like a really good idea. I don't know why I love
That
that.
was a whole that was because that whole like thing was a mood.
Yeah, it was a whole mood. Bloody hell, why couldn't he just keep his mouth shut? I'm regretting not keeping a ball gag in my travel kit.
Yep. Talking
All
about
gags are uncomfortable.
yeah.
Ooh,
Well, I would think so.
this is a good one. I'm not angry. I just feel like it's a done deal in everyone's mind but mine. I'm not thinking about it until after this season is over. I'm here and I want to hold on to my title, and that's all that matters. Where it's like that's all that matters to him is just doing his job.
See, and it probably was that line that really solidified me in being like, but do you actually like racing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, this quote just made me go, aw, because I've related to a lot of before is we fall asleep, his chest pressed to my back, and the last thing I remember thinking is how much I'd love to spend every night for the rest of my life like this.
Aw.
I love that. This book had me sobbing.
That I was literally I was like, okay, I feel that though. I feel that though.
Mhm.
Uh, even when I'm on top of the world, I'm still alone. That was sad.
Yep. Yeah.
And then the last thing is, it's private but not secret. It belongs to us and only us.
I like that.
And
I wish a lot of
honestly, I have
celebrities did
mad
that in
respect
the
for that.
relationship. Yeah. I wish a lot of celebrity stuff was like that.
So do we
It's
have?
just
We are getting a sequel. We are getting a sequel. We are getting a sequel. I just went to the author's thing, and the last post that she has is from June 6th. I went to the comments, and somebody said, it's so good. Please write a second book about, like, please write a second book about Kian and Harper, maybe centered on Johannes. I need it. And then she replied, coming 2026.
Yes. So Bob pick for next year. Gotcha.
yep.
Yep.
A fun book that would be for this series would be like maybe the last one written in like this, series. If she does a series of standalones, would be maybe like their kid, like Kian and
That would be
Harper.
cute.
I think that would be fun. Like it's just they adopt a kid or surrogacy or something, and like it's maybe her. Well, if it's a girl, the struggles of maybe going into racing and relationships, whether queer or not, whatever.
I have an idea who she may do the
Or
third one about. Anders' son. Jack.
Oh yeah, he played a big part all of a sudden.
Mhm.
And if he's not the one with Johannes, then obviously he's going to get a book because it was mentioned that he's gay too.
Yeah.
So that would make sense to be like a third one in this world.
Yep.
Unless Jack is the one that's been with Johannes this whole time and watch Jack be Kian's brother.
Somehow.
See, I was, yeah.
And he's adopted by Anders.
Or maybe it's just, oh, well, it could be. Or maybe he slept with Anders' wife. He's a shitty person. It's not outside the realm of possibilities.
So can we just all agree we want it to be next year now? Like, I need to know the release date.
The minute we know
I
the
don't think
release
I've
date,
ever I don't think I've ever theorized so much about a book before. Like literally ever. Not even
Especially,
like
like with
board
research.
game.
contemporary.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
fantasies have
usually
definitely gone more theories, but
I'm such a like dummy reader that like especially I'll use Fourth Wing as an example because there's theories flying everywhere. Clint sends me videos all the time and I'm just like, oh yeah, I can totally see. No, I don't sit here like theorizing about stuff and like it just half the time I miss any plot hole. I everything we brought up I caught in this one, but I'm like normally it would go right over my head. So maybe I did like this one more than I thought I did. I don't know.
I mean, I'm the one who looks for the Easter eggs with Taylor Swift. So let that. I
Yeah.
also have an idea for my own novel that I actually need to start working more on. But that requires me to rewatch Gilmore Girls
Mm,
and watch the scenes that I hate. But I'm going to need them. I have an idea of turning Gilmore Girls, taking Rory, and making her triplets who all inherit things in a town, and they each end up with one of the boyfriends she had.
that
One
would
ends
be
up with
fun.
one ends up with Jess, one ends up with Rory, and one ends up with he who shall not be named. But I'm actually going to make it where people like him. Dean.
I was gonna say you better not be talking about my boy Logan.
No, one gets Logan, one gets Jess, and one
Jesse
gets
and
Dean. Dean goes to the third book because it's
Okay.
going to take me a lot to want to write him.
Yeah.
But he's also going to be a single father and a handyman. So I'm turning his trope a little bit better.
A handyman, huh?
Well, in the show,
No, I'm making the joke. Handy man.
Oh, okay,
I got it.
I get it. But that requires me to rewatch the show, which thankfully Sterling just bought me the whole show.
Oh, fun.
It was supposed to be a Christmas present, but he wanted to see a smile on my face, so he brought it to me.
Listen,
Aw.
July was rough, man.
He was like, this was supposed to be Christmas, so early Christmas along with your birthday, I guess.
It was in July.
So thoughts on this writing style?
I will
really
say there
know
was
why
a couple
we...
times that I feel like sometimes with the writing style the characters felt too similar that I had to be like, okay, which character's point of view are we in? Read like
Yeah.
the rest of the page and then go, oh yeah, we're in that person's point of view.
And a one narrator for the audiobook.
No, there was
Oh.
two.
There was?
There was two. They just sounded similar. I hated it.
There was two?
There was two. And their names are super similar too. It's like Joseph and James. Like they both have like two first names. And it's like Joseph and James or something like that.
Title details. Joshua
Yeah.
Chase and James Joseph.
Yeah, there we go. I knew there was a James and a Joseph in there somewhere. We have four first names. Okay.
I
And
thought
like,
we only had one
right,
doing
they
two different
sound,
voices.
because they sound so similar. Yeah.
Does this book remind you of any others? Hope, what was the name of the one that it reminded you of? The NASCAR one?
Oh, well, do we want to recommend a straight romance here?
I
Are
mean,
any of us
Double
gonna read
check
a
the
NASCAR
booking.
book?
none of us are going to read the NASCAR book, but
Yeah.
Let me find it.
I mean, if it's like Herbie Fully Loaded, then maybe.
God, I haven't watched that in so long.
I doubt you get that reference, Hope.
God, I was so obsessed with her movies.
I have her albums on vinyl, so
Yes, I have. Yeah, I had her CDs. I still love
I
Lindsay
will
Lohan.
say, if you like this, you might like the author's other book, Olympic Enemies. It's basically enemies to lovers, but um,
that's
just
the book. That's been
that's her
on
other
my
book.
wish list for a while. Okay, so that one might be her debut then. I didn't know that was the same author.
Yes, it is. Because I think I had gotten an arc of Olympic Enemies, really liked it, and that's why I was excited for this one because I really liked that one. Like I think I gave it like a 4 star too. It was pretty good. It reminded me a lot of this.
You just blew my mind by saying that.
I feel
Same
like I've seen
author.
that. I feel like I've seen that book around because it sounds really familiar.
I'm pulling it up right now. I did not realize that was the same author.
Yeah.
The
I
covers
mean, if
don't
if
look
anybody
alike.
wants like a NASCAR thing, As Much as I Ever Could by Brandy Woods Snow, I
Yes,
really
I
liked
have
it.
seen that.
Yeah, it's good.
This is
But
on
yeah.
a potential ball list.
Well, now it's
Well,
on the will be bot list. No, I'm kidding.
I will say it's very similar to this, as in teammates that don't like each other.
But it's gymnasts.
Yeah, but it's gymnastics at the Olympics.
Listen, I love watching the Olympics. Not that I'm athletic in any way, shape, or form, so I'm
Well,
down.
I'll just be reading that on my own because
Yeah.
I've gotten so many books in recently where it's like one aspect of it is something I've never read. I have an MM book set in a burlesque club. I have
Ooh.
a sapphic romance with a professional bowler. I have what is it? Rockstar romances. I don't really
Hmm.
read many of those. I have dirt bikers.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm now on this mission of I want to find things that I've never read in a book before. Would you ever reread this?
Yeah, probably.
I don't.
Actually,
Maybe I don't. I don't
Depends
know.
on how long it takes for the second one to come out.
Yeah.
fair.
Would you read another book by this author? Obviously, because I will be reading the other
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this book to others?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
I would, but I wouldn't say if you want enemies to lovers. I'd say if you kind of want the black cat, golden retriever, trauma, forced proximity type vibe.
I zoned out for a second. Sorry. I glanced down, and next thing I know, I was like, wait, what's going on?
It
Any
happens.
lingering questions or thoughts?
I don't think so.
Not
No.
really.
The book was a
I
really
feel like
easy
every
read, to be honest.
I think that's what I love about rom-coms. A lot of times they are easy reads and they're the ones that we need.
Yeah.
they're easy. Like I can, when in doubt, I feel like for rom-coms, it's like I turned this book out pretty much in a couple days
Hmm.
versus anything else. I'm like 3 months.
Yeah. Like I did like 2 hours at least a day, and I started it like Monday after work.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. I think I skipped 2 or 3 days just because I was busy after work and still managed to finish it yesterday afternoon.
Do you think this was good representation of queer literature? Why did we have this just for Achillean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was good bisexual representation as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was bi.
Yeah, with Kian.
Yeah.
I'd say yes.
I love
Like
you
there was
too.
no like really negative like stereotypes played into that much, besides kind of Harper being a little bit of a but like
hmm
but even then he wasn't overtly like, oh my God, every night hooking up with a different man and blah da 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 da.
It's not the pairing.
I haven't read that one.
It's
I haven't read
disgusting.
it, but I understand the reference.
It's disgusting. So, did anybody's rating change?
I still think I'm at a 4. The things that I had the issues with are just
I'm still at a 5, and I think I just need Johannes's story. And if I get Johannes's, his has potential to be a fave.
see, I could see, yeah, I could see his book being a 5-star.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I waited till July to read this because I pre-ordered this. And I literally sat it on the shelf to wait for July because I was like, nope, no, I can't read it. It's a Ba book. I can't read it. I can't read it.
This is shockingly one of the few books that I've actually like bought in the ebook for Ba because like oh my library had the audiobook, but it was like a 6-week wait, and I'm like, I need this thing done in a week, so ebook it is. And I do not regret I'm happy I purchased it. I'm happy that I have it. Like I own it in my Kindle library,
I
so
do love the playlist at the beginning.
I am gonna get canceled for this, but subscribe to a lot of Amazon stuff. So like Kindle Unlimited. Well, Kindle Unlimited only because there was a free deal right now. But I do Amazon Music for my music subscription, not like Spotify or something. And they have a subscription level where you can essentially borrow one audiobook a month. So when we get to the fresh month and I look to see how long waits are on the various book club books, I usually will go to that. And anything that's a long wait that I won't make it, I'm just
I
like,
mean,
oh, Amazon Music audiobooks.
I have Everand, I have KU, I have Audible, I
Yeah.
borrow a friend's Libro FM,
hmm I
borrow a
have
friend's
library
everything.
cards. Yeah. I think
I do have library and Kindle Unlimited. I
I
used
have
to have Audible, but right now I'm trying to save a lot. I'm trying to save money right now, so I paused it.
I owe the libraries money.
I I have one of my library apps still working. The other one, I need to go and actually renew my library card to get access to it. I keep on saying I'm going to, and I've been meaning to do it for like 3 months.
I owe Pioneer $60. I owe Metropolitan $60. So, well, I should at least return the books. They're in the crushed car out there that I've had since last year. So, and Alicia asked a good question because we can moving on to this. What is our next book that we're reading? I hope you
To be
guys
fair, I don't
join
even.
us for August for The Friendship Study by Ruby Barrett. And we
Oh,
will
that
be
looks fun.
joined by Amanda from Amanda's Booktopia, which is really good because it seems like 3 book clubs are all overlapping. Because Amanda's our guest for this, and then me and Amanda do Fiction Falls, and then both me and Amanda are Thrills and Chills' guest for this book, for Thrills and Chills.
Oh, the new Holly Jackson book. I need to read that. I need to get that.
But yes, this is about I want to say it's a friendship study where they have to be paired up together to do something. I kind of want to go into it kind of blind.
The way that Clint just tells me what to read, and that's all, and I read it.
Yeah. No,
was-
that's literally.
This was on multiple lists as the #1 best representation for bisexuality. And it's set in a school setting. And at the time when I was making this list, I didn't know how we were doing Fiction Falls.
Is it
If we
YA?
were
Okay,
No,
what
it's
I'm hearing
adult.
is now I
It's set
have
in
to
college.
renew my
Okay.
library because my library only has physical books, but I can't reserve, like place a hold on the book until I renew my card. So I'm doing that this week.
Well, it's set in college, but I didn't know how Fiction Falls was going on, if we were doing Fiction Falls Academy or if we were doing something different. So I wanted to make sure if it could fit for a prompt. So I was like, well, this works for this month. And Alicia says she's going to see if her library has a copy.
Nice.
I've heard really good things about it, especially from people who don't predominantly read queer as well. And I've heard really good things from the queer community. So that live show will be on the 29th at 6:30 p.m. Central. It pays that I'm doing a readathon next month, that I had to plot out all the live shows and get everything already organized and ready to go.
Yeah.
Because the Fiction Falls live show is the 30th. So we needed to know which to make it work. Because our
Yeah,
guest
we had to plan.
because our guest host for that lives over the pond.
Oh, I might miss. Oh,
So
I
we
might
needed
miss
to
those lives.
so we needed to make it make sense.
Make it make sense for everybody.
But we're also doing a movie watch along on the 16th. I'm also doing reading sprints on the last day of the month. Amanda's opening it up with reading sprints. And then we have the Thrills and Chills reading sprints, and then we have the Thrills and Chills live show. And we had to make sure all of it worked for the Swoony readers as well.
Yeah, I'll miss anything that is the last weekend of the month because the 28th through the 1st, my friend and I are going to see our other friend in Ohio. So
Ooh, that's gonna
we'll
be
be
fun.
doing.
The
Yeah,
lives will be up. You
yeah,
can
I'll watch
it
them
anytime.
afterwards. I'm so behind. I'm so behind on vlogs, and I wanted to use
Yeah.
this week to catch up, but I'm in office all week, and I'm like in charge of what's going on in the office. So unfortunately, and I only watch them when I'm working. I don't watch them after work because that's when I'm like reading or crafting or whatever.
I've had to like give up on watching BookTube. I think maybe I'll watch one video a week, and that's if I'm
I
lucky.
You have potential 3 videos of mine going up this week.
Okay,
listen.
so
I'm like so
AKA
far
probably only one will get watched. If that, if I'm being honest.
I have the Romantic Gauntlet round 1 going up tomorrow, which should have gone up last week. I just pussyfooted around. And then Wednesday you have my birthday book haul / giveaway wins. And then you have my TBR, which I don't know if I'm going to post Friday or if I'm going to post the following week. I still need to film it, so it may wait till this weekend to film it.
I've pretty much decided that I've given up on BookTube for this year, mainly because life and all that, but I am trying to challenge myself for August to try to post every day on TikTok, or at least every other day, to maybe try to up the creativity so that I can then start thinking about BookTube ideas and like Bookstagram ideas and all that.
See, you're doing that, and I'm challenging myself to vlog the entire month of August. Every week, I'm gonna be vlogging, and I don't know if I
That's kind
like
of what
that.
I'm doing with I want to do with my TikTok is like it'll be kind of that equivalent, but just like I mean, I don't have to film one a day. I could bulk film 30 videos on the first and but
Post,
like
post, 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 post,
yeah,
post,
because
post, post,
I'm
post.
like
Yeah,
that's
the
the
schedule
one thing. It's
posts.
like I hate to say it when I moved out of my parents' place and into with my roommate and kind of had that relationship start that I started when I moved. That took all my creativity, all of my drive, all of my like
Well, yeah, because now you have like adulting to.
and then and then adulting happened and then now it's like I now have at least now I have a little bit more time. I have somebody who is willing to support me in that. Like I told him about like, oh, I'm doing a live show and he's like, "Okay, have fun."
That's how my husband is. Yeah.
Like and that's his way of showing support is like, "Hey, you do you." I'm not gonna say, "Oh no, you can't do it" or whatever.
Now, if we could only get Morgan to come back. But I'm gonna end the vlog.
The flock.
I'm gonna end the live here, guys.
We're just gonna end the month and start fresh.
Hello. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. I love live. Ending the live. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Go follow Shay on Instagram. Go follow Hope on YouTube, even though she doesn't post. I think her last video she posted was the next round's picks.
Yeah, I think it was.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, if you've read it after the fact, you want to comment, go ahead and comment it all down below. Let us know all your thoughts. If you're coming back, comment on the bottom. Tell us a queer book that you guys absolutely love and think we should read. Okay. Embrace your inner.
It's a day. It's a day.
ADHD moment where every word is blending together. Embrace your inner rainbow. Take care of your mental health. Hydrate or mummify, as they say. And I hope you guys have a fabulously gay day, month, year, whatever it is in your time zone. And when you watch this, I hope it's fabulous and gay. Thank you, Shay, for joining us.
Always.
So much fun. And yeah, bye. I don't know what's going on
Bye.
with my brain. In the broadcast.